Yo, what's up guys, Ganesh here. Today we're going to be talking about the new Force event coming in few hours and we'll be there for the next 2 weeks again. And that event is going to be featuring Law and Franky. And before we start anything, if you guys are not hyped, you should start getting hyped because we are getting the new super Franky mood change. And you should definitely use all your rainbow coins on him. I'm just kidding. I will showcase everything about it and you guys decide if you want to like use your rainbow coins on him or not, but I would advise you not to. Okay, so in this event we're getting Franky and Law. Each of them get a new special attack. Franky gets a mood change special attack, Law gets a normal special attack. Both of them are special damage, and Franky doesn't get any new skills, but Law does. He gets a new skill. So before we do anything or talk about any of them, we're just gonna showcase their special attacks. So this is Momogi. This is the site I always get my information from. They have everything about every event, so you just check that website. I will leave the link in the description below. So we start with Law. Law is ambusher. Ambusher in Japanese is the assassin. He heads for physical attack. He's under the hard force. His auto skill is to remove all the status elements and increases the healing effect inside his room. Okay, so the new special attack is basically a single target special attack. It doesn't do anything except for just attacking, just pure damage, special damage. So let's show his special attack here. So as you can see, he just opens his room, he just goes over to the target and hit it like 4 times and that's it. And of course special damage. You can watch it again. So that's it. Moving to Franky, Vanguard is a fighter in Japanese. His attack is also physical. He's under the hard force as well. His auto skill is it decreases the attack of enemies nearby. And his new mood change, he goes into the Shogun mode. He gets immunity to all physical damage, which makes him unlikely to flinch from enemies' attacks. And he also buffs the attack of self and only male allies in battle. I mean, it's kind of sexist, but if we start from there, we're gonna have to start from Sanji and his design in the game. But it's okay, like 98% of the viewers in this channel are actually males, so we don't have a problem here. So let's show his mood change when he changes into the Shogun mode. Okay, what's going on? Okay. So as you can see, he just inflicts fear to all the enemies beside him, and they just like go everywhere. I'm gonna show it again until he completes the mood change. And he does the super sign at the end, so really cool. After he does the mood change, you can use his skill or special attack. The skill doesn't do damage, it just does some buff, but I'm not sure what it is because I couldn't find information about it. He just does the super sign again and he gets some kind of buff, but doesn't do damage. But the special attack does a special damage to a medium area ahead of him. And it's crazy, it's really cool. You know, I like this special attack, the mood change, because it's really fun. Like, it really has the feeling from the enemy. But yeah, that's all about this special attack. One last time. Okay, so that was Franky. So let's talk about each one of the two characters and their cons and pros in this event. So let's start with Franky. Franky is basically a fighter which has a lot of HP, so he's so tanky, he lives for a very long time, he survives a lot. And that's pretty much the only pro that I could find for him. But there is two obvious other pros, which is that he has a super mood change, and he is one of the most hard-boiled men with a cute girlfriend. Okay. So as you can see here, he is having some good time with his girlfriend. But going back to Franky, he is he doesn't have a lot of pros, but let's move to the cons. The mood change is cool and all, but it's still a mood change, and all mood changes in the game suck. It's because you cannot switch during the mood change, and you cannot dodge during the mood change. So if you like get sniped, if you are getting sniped by different snipers from everywhere, you might as well just get on fire or poison, and you cannot actually like dodge these attacks or snipes. And when you get on fire or poison, you cannot switch to remove that, so you're just gonna be stuck there inside the mood change without being able to like remove that status elements by switching to the other character. Also, it doesn't get any new skills, and his old ones pretty much suck. One of them is actually him just leaving on the ground doing nothing for 5 seconds. Of course, it doesn't get any damage, but if the enemy uses a special attack, he actually does get damage. But yeah, the skills are really terrible. Now moving to Law. Law also, I couldn't find a lot of pros for Law, but there he is. Like, he gets a good auto skill. I mean, he removes all the status elements and he increases the healing. I mean, there has to be healing inside that room, his room, to be increased. But the status elements alone is really good because like you have status elements nullifier moving beside you. That's really cool. So I like the auto skill. I don't know about you, but I find it really useful. He has a good EX skill, which is a plus for any character in the game because the EX skills like increase the fever. And even though some of, like not some, but almost everyone who is doing it the legit way, no one can get the EX skill yet, or at least it's very hard for normal players. Even the pro players or the whale players cannot even get the EX skill because the NL extreme event is really hard and hardly anyone could ever like beat it. Even I couldn't beat it yet. He also gets a new skill which does some partial healing, and it inflicts stun, and it does special damage to a small area. So again, it does some healing, it inflicts stun, and it does special damage to a medium area ahead of him. I couldn't find footage for it, but yeah, I just found the description of it. But the skill is really good. If you use it with the EX skill and the new special attack, he could be like useful for a while. Moving on to the cons, his skills and special attacks are mostly single target. Even the old skills, like one of them was a single target and the other one had an area of effect, like a medium area of effect, but it was still small. The special attack, most of his special attacks are also single target, even though most of the single target special attacks in the game have high damage. This one for low doesn't really have a lot of damage. I mean, if you take Leo Bazooka for Luffy, for example, it has a huge, insane damage, which is over 300k at max level. This one isn't the same. Like I think it's like around 200 and something. I mean, it's still okay, but yeah, it's not like that crazy that you should use it as a single target. I mean, he's an assassin. If you like want to compare him with another assassin, put him besides Sabo. Sabo even though he's just fire, this is special. I would just use SUUUPER, even though he doesn't do the special one. He is special damage, his fire and the power of it and the frequency of its usage and the DPS in general is much better than using this one. So yeah, there you go. That's why I really don't like his kit or his special attacks and skills, because mostly they're just single target and they don't do that much damage. And of course he's an assassin, so he's easy to kill with a few HP. Now let's talk about the other stuff you will find in the event. So it's just another force event. Basically just like any other force event, like you have the medal quest, the skill quest. You can get the medals and skills for that, for the featured characters. You can just farm them from the quest there. You have the limited quest where you can get a better drop of diamonds and Helilook cards that you can use to like increase the level of the skills of any character you have. Only skills though, not special attacks. We also have the boss quest with the missions for the boss quest and of course the assault quest at the end. Because it's a force event, you get force cards from it in the missions. When this event starts, we get 3 missions to get 3 copies of 4-star heart cards, force cards. You can use I mean you have to use both feature characters, LOL and Franky, in the boss quest and clear it 3 times. For the first copy, you have to get S rank for the first copy, for the second copy, sorry, and then you have to max the new skill for LOL for the third copy. As for the 2 other quests, you can get the 4th copy of that heart card, force card, by getting an S rank on the 140k assault quest that's coming midway through the event. And you can get the 5-star version of a knowledge card by clearing the 140k quest using both LOL and Franky. So you get 4 copies at the end for Heart Force and 1 copy of 5-star for Knowledge Force. Alright, and of course we get rainbow materials, evolve materials from clearing them 3 times, the 140k and the 160k, and then you can farm the Sea Kings, the rainbow Sea Kings from the 160k quest. There's also the storm characters in this event, which are gonna be the 2 main characters, which are LOL and Franky, and all the hearts force. You can watch the list here. So these are all the heart characters in the game. If you use any of them, you get a bonus of 20% HP in attack, and also you get more rewards at the end. They're called Storm bonus, and yeah, you get the point, you get more rewards at the end. So that was it for this event. Basically, you just want to like save your coins. This event is not worth it to bowl on. I mean, it's fun to bowl on to get the mood change for Franky, but I'm definitely sure that the next event is gonna be Zoro, the celebrity event for Zoro, which is gonna have the first EX special attack in the game, which is gonna be for Zoro. It's a really godly special attack that is still getting used in Japan until now, even though they are in the 2nd anniversary and they got much more powerful special attacks. And yeah, it's still getting used until now, so yeah, you might as well bowl for that and save all your coins for that. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Click like if you like it and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you guys on the next video. See ya.